Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm sharing with you two cheap, super easy Valentine's Day DIYs. These came in under $2.50, so let's get started. For the first one, I'm using this plastic tray from Dollar Tree, some white, pink and gold paint, a love sign that I popped off from another sign that I'm using, some metallic spray paint, a sharp knife or scissors if you have to cut the tray, and some painter's tape. And you will also need some hot glue. So the first thing that I do is I'm going to get rid of some of this rim by cutting it around with my knife. I did try and play with it a little bit to see which one worked the best, and the knife seemed to be the sharpest for the job.
Your high heels on, and I'm wearing my worn out jeans. What could go wrong? Sipping on a beer, sing along to our favorite songs.
So once that was removed, I wanted to add some stripes to the tray. So I will be adding some painter's tape, and I will also use this painter's tape as a measure for the size of the stripes.
Can't get enough of this. Being with you is like never ending sunshine. Feels like everything stops for a while when we look into each other's eyes. How could I ever let you go?
I also want to mention that this is your first time stopping by my channel. My name is Sonja and you're watching Domestic Diva DIY. On this channel you can find dollar store DIYs, trash to treasure, upcycles, as well as furniture makeovers. So if you're not part of my YouTube family, I would love it if you considered pressing the subscribe button and a notification bell so you don't miss out any of my future uploads. And if you feel extra adventurous, make sure you head on over to my description box where you will find a link for my other two channels, as well as to Instagram, where I post all about my upcoming projects and everyday happenings. I did crack a little bit of it when I was cutting, so I am just adding some hot glue in the crack part just to keep it in place.
How could I ever let you go now when you're looking like that? Can't get enough of this. Being with you is a never ending sunshine.
And now the fun part starts, is the painting. So I'm going to start with this baby pink, soft pink, as a first for my first set of stripes. Let me know, guys, do you decorate for Valentine's? I typically don't go overboard. Like most of my seasonal decorating, I change up everything, but for Valentine's Day I tend to just add a little touches of Valentine's all over instead of actually replacing all of my decor. Let me know down in the description box, do you decorate for Valentine's? I am dying to know what people are doing, especially this year. So once I was finished with painting the first coat, I let this dry and I will get back to it in a minute. But the next thing that I'm gonna do is spray paint this love sign, and I use a box to spray paint in. That way it just contains the spray paint as much as possible, and I have a window just above the table that I open whenever I'm spray painting, so it goes right out. So I let that dry, and then I reapply several coats of this pink. I think altogether I applied 3 coats. Once the paint was semi-dry, it doesn't have to be completely dry for you to remove the tape. It actually works a little bit better if the paint is still wet. That way you don't get the ripping of paint in case if it dried on both the tape and the the surface you're painting. Sometimes when you try to take it off, then it kind of pulls the paint off as well. Now I do think that it looks really good as is, just black and pink, and maybe I should have just left it at this. I am second guessing my decision to move forward, but I did anyways, and I end up painting the black with white, but the edges I painted with the gold. So now that this is the third week of January, how's everyone doing with their goals they set out at the beginning of the year, or if you made any resolutions? I know sometimes by now a lot of people tend to fall off, including myself. I am keeping up with a lot of my health goals that I've set out. As far as work and blogging, blog posts, it is becoming a little bit difficult. I just always seem to put a lot of stuff on my plate, but I am working through it and trying to do everything that I've planned out. Maybe not in the timeline that I set out, but I am definitely planning on doing everything that I planned out to do. For this white paint, I did end up applying 3 coats as well, and as you can see, I'm not adding tape on. I am simply just being careful not to mess up the lines. The gold is not fully dried yet, so it kind of started to pull into the lines as I was getting close to them and mixing with white and the pink, but I kind of like that look. It kind of gave the lines some definition with a little bit of gold in it. I'm not sure that you can actually see what I'm talking about on camera. So I let the paint dry well in between the steps, so that way I'm not just pulling paint around. And like I mentioned before, I do end up applying 2 more coats of white to this. The gold, I did not have to apply a second coat. So next thing I'm gonna do is glue this love sign using hot glue. And here it is. I think it turned out so cute, and I think it's gonna look great either hung up on a wall or in my on my fireplace. The next project is mind-blowingly easy to make, and it cost me $1.25 total to make it. I had the construction paper, the frame came from the Dollar Tree a while back, and the stain came from a dollar store, but I've been using it for so long now that it's been lasting me a long time. And then I just use a chalk marker. Again, I tried this one and it did not really work well, so I ended up using my actual chalk pen.
Never knew that it could feel this way.
To apply the stain, I am just using a rag. Now, on the actual frame, you cannot see the wood grain, but once I started applying the stain, it came out. I do apologize for the bird. It is in the other room, but as soon as I start talking, he starts chirping. And if he's not chirping, the dogs are causing a lot of ruckus around me. So I do apologize for that. So as you can see, the wood grain just comes right through, and I think it looks absolutely stunning. This is such a great way to add these beautiful frames into your decor for next to nothing.
Stay for a little while. You fix what's broken. So just stay for a little while. So just stay for a little while.
Next, I remove the backing so I can measure out and trace out the paper that I'm using, and which is this black construction paper. And who doesn't have construction paper at home? If you have kids or if you're a crafter, you will have this at home for sure.
Vulnerable, and it's cold outside, but you make it alright. I wanna know you better. Give me every detail.
So for my writing, I start with a pencil just to make sure that it looks right, the spacing's right, and then I follow with trying with the marker, which didn't work, and then I use the pen. Now I just want to say that I am doing Love You. You can write whatever you want. I'm just doing this because I'm creating Valentine's decor.
My heart is open, it just took some time. Now I just hope that you stay for a little while. You fix what's broken when you make that smile.
And here it is. I think it looks absolutely stunning, and it will go perfect with my rustic farmhouse look that I have going on in my house. Well, I hope you enjoyed these quick and easy DIYs. I love making cheap home decor that looks amazing, and I think these two turned out absolutely amazing. So until next time, hope you guys have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for watching.